What's up guys, Venom RB here, and today we are going to be checking out the brand new Driving Empire update, which features this really annoying GUI, a couple terrible cars, and not much else. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first up, I'm just going to start off by complaining about this feature. I don't know if you can turn it off. Alright, so this feature, I do not like it. You can turn it off, thankfully, and I will do that, because that's really annoying. So first feature, you can like vote on races and join them. I don't know, it looks stupid. The GUI is pretty garbage. And it's annoying. So that's the first feature of this update. And then next we have this, the Shoopon 962. I don't know how to say it. Okay, here it is on screen. Here's a picture of the car. And here's the model, which we'll talk about that more in a minute. And then here we have the Aston Martin Zagato. The Vanquish Zagato shooting brake, I believe is the full name, quite a mouthful, and it also looks interesting. So let's talk about that more as well. Alright, so first, it is worth noting that the vehicle that was in last week's update did get a slight change in the brake lights, apparently. So that's just something for you all to know. It's nothing too crazy. The model looks still bad, but whatever. Now let's talk about the new car, starting off with the Aston Martin. Alright, so here we have the Aston Martin Vanquish Zagato shooting brake, whatever. I'm just going to call it the Zagato. It's probably not even being pronounced correctly, but oh well, whatever. Here's a photo of it from the back compared to this model, so you can get an idea there. And then here is a photo of it compared to the front. Ultimately, is the model bad? In my opinion, yes, and here's kind of why. In real life, it's like a curvy model, and this still has that, but it's still kind of just, it's like flattened out with like the hood and stuff, looks kind of wacky. Interior quality overall, it's not that it's terrible, but it's not that great either. Like we've seen much better interior quality. The engine is at least not just a texture, which that's cool, I guess. And then the trunk, well, I mean, trunks in DE were never great, but that is one of the sadder ones. Also, it's right-hand drive, and that's pretty lame, because who likes right-hand drive stuff? Unless you're a JDM fan. Ultimately, my opinions on this model are not that great. I don't care for it particularly much. At least I kind of went with like an Aston Martin rear style, but it's not. It's an older style. It's just kind of a really weird looking car the more you look at it, because from the back it kind of has like a 177 vibe, but it's not. I don't know how to feel about it. Ultimately, I'm going to say it's not the worst model we've had, but there's definitely some room for improvement. Since this is just kind of an old style and this is supposed to be a more sleek car, I would have liked to have seen a more modernized rear. And then the front, it kind of looks like a Jaguar from the front. I'm just going to be completely honest. Like this, from here, if I saw this, I would think Jaguar or possibly a really, really messed up Bentley Continental GT. But other than that, like it doesn't really look like an Aston Martin except from the back, and even then it looks like an older one. I don't know. Interior once more, it's just kind of sad that the speedometer is pretty wacky. So ultimately, I'm going to give this model like, I'm not going to rate it 7 out of 10. I rated it. I don't know. It's not that. It doesn't deserve a 7 because it's really not that good. Like, the quality itself is not that great, which is disappointing because they said 2 updates ago they were focusing on model quality. And I haven't found any of the models to be any higher quality. Maybe, like, more realistic slightly, but, I mean, even then, not really. Revuelto's still by far the best fake model we've had. Now let's check out the other car model. Alright, so now we have the Shoopon? I don't know, something like that, right? Here's a picture of it from the front, and then here's a photo of it from the back. Now, I believe this is the same car. That's what I've heard. I certainly hope it's not, because this is really, really off. If it is, it's so off. Whatever the case, this model overall, slightly higher quality. For one, the engine is a lot more detailed, so I will give them credit for that. The model in general is more detailed. The interior is not terrible. Like, you know, there might be cars with better interiors, but this is fine still, you know. Frunk opens. I mean, there's not really much up there to see, but it's all detailed. Long probably did this car. So this one's not bad. Like, the model itself is still really wacky. Honestly, this one to me looks worse than the Zagato of, like, realism, because I can't see any resemblance, really, to this car. That's why I'm almost thinking I have the wrong car, but apparently from everybody I've asked, that's what it's based on, so that's just what we're gonna go off of. If you know it's based on something else, please let me know, because this is really sad if that's what it's based on. Anyways, yeah, this car model, pretty mid. The detail on it is there. That's something I'll give him credit for. The detail on this car is there. It's too bad it looks absolutely nothing like the real life cars, and it just kind of sucks. So that model, it sucks to look at, but it sucks to look at from the outside. From the inside, it's fine, whatever. And then this car still sucks to look at on the outside, but at least it's kind of an Aston Martin, even if it does look a lot like a Jaguar. Yeah, so let's talk about this update in general overall. Alright, so now it's been several months since we've had Voldex, and we haven't really gotten anything major. We had housing update, but that was pretty useless. And I'm just curious, what are all the Voldex developers even doing at this point? Like, how many of them does it take to make two really junky cars? Like, honestly, I know they just have each model, an individual modeler doing each. At least that's what I think. So, what are the rest of them even up to, dude? We have, like, this stupid new race GUI, which I already turned off because it looks like trash, and it's annoying. So we have that. I mean, we got the house dealership, which is, for one, the dumbest name ever, and then two, nothing crazy. I think we got a new house, but, I mean, that's not that crazy either. So I just don't understand where Voldex's attention's been going, what they're up to. Hopefully we're gonna have, like, some big update, but it's Voldex, so I really don't have any faith in that. Anyways, yeah, there's not really much to say on this update, because there's really not much to cover, hence why I didn't talk about the last one, and I feel like I'm just going to make a video on them all now, because there's nothing else to make content on in DE, because they don't do anything. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Yeah, another bad update. It's not the worst update, but it's certainly not a good update, so I don't know. I'm sick of the negativity in the videos, but until Voldex does something good, I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, yep, guys, I love my new Jaguar Zagato Aston Martin thingy, and I certainly love whatever this is. With that being said, thank you all for watching once more, and I will see you all in the next one. Venom out.